Hello everyone, it's Dan, your resident Digimon fan, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I've just received something in the post which I've been waiting on just for a little while. I'm very excited to go through. If you see the title on the thumbnail, you'll already know what it is, but let's build up the suspense anyway. So here is the package that I received. I've already opened it just to make sure that it was what I thought it was, which it is, which is awesome. Now, I am often quite a prolific user of eBay, and I know a lot of people don't like eBay. I am not one of those people. I know that there are better ways for people to get their money's worth, and you can get cheaper prices if you haggle and bargain and trade with other people, but I often use eBay, mostly for buyer protection, but also because you can get some sweet deals. So what I've got in here is an auction that I won for 99p, and I paid about £1.50 postage, something like that. And what I won is something really awesome. So let's open this one up. What we've got are some original Digi-Battle cards. So I'm going to bring all of these out. There's actually 2 stacks, which is really cool. So there are quite a few cards in here. I'm not sure how many I've got exactly, probably about 50 or 60. And I know some of these I do have, but some of them I do not. There is a mixture of, I believe, first edition and unlimited print, but these are actually the booster set cards, BO13. Most of the time when you go on eBay and the like, you find serial promotion cards, which I have quite a few of as well. They were quite common back in the day, but the booster cards were rarer because you had to actually buy them from the booster packs. So it's really awesome to get some of these. So let's start having a look through these stacks, starting with the Wagon stack. Now, I'm fairly sure I already have Wagon, but I'm not sure if I have a first edition, and I'm not sure if I have the booster set version. So that's a really nice card. So that's Wagon. Next up we have Digimon. I don't think I have Digimon, but he's really cool, first edition. Next up is Ogremon. I'm pretty sure I already have Ogremon, and I pulled an alt art Ogremon from the classic collection in one of my recent videos, so it's really nice to see this artwork in its original form. Next up we have Shellmon, really cool Digimon. I'm surprised there hasn't been a card of Shellmon in the Digimon TCG, the new TCG as yet. There is Mori Shellmon, but there is no Shellmon, which is unusual. You'd think, being that he was one of the first champions in Digimon Adventure, he'd have a bit more exposure, but there you go. Next up is Mojimon. Pretty sure I have Mojimon, but probably not first edition. Very cool. For people who are into feet, there you go. There's your feet picture for the day. You are welcome. Next up we have a power option cards. We have Iron Drill. Your Digimon acquires special ability Dig and adds 20 points to your Digimon power. Very cool. So if anyone has watched Digimon Tamers, if you're not familiar with this card game is essentially a version of Hyper Colosseum, which is the card game that they play in Japan, and it's what Digimon Tamers was based on. So when the Tamers are using Digimodify, or Card Slash as it's called in Japan, they are using these option cards and also these Digimon as well to power them up, which is really cool. They probably did have Iron Drill in one of the episodes, but I can't remember all of those. Next up we have Fly Away. Now this one they definitely had in the show because it was it gave Guillemon wings at some point. So that's really awesome. You got Fly Away. We have Fly Trap. So there's definitely going to be some duplicates in here because this stack has a Fly Trap on it as well, both first edition, but I am not complaining about that. Very nice. Next up we have Coral Rip. When confronting an opponent with special ability Swim, add 50 points to your Digimon power. Oh man, I need to relearn how this game works. Oh, we've got a holographic, not a first edition, but we've got a Machinedramon. Look how awesome that is. So booster set 55, Machinedramon. Fairly sure this is my first Machinedramon. That is really nice. The rainbow holographic on these cards was always really cool. Do like Machinedramon. Next up we have Kokatorimon. So again, not a first edition, but I'm fairly sure I don't have this card, so that's really cool. Don't see Kokatorimon that much these days. Next up we have Waymon. Very cool. Not sure if I have him. Sukamon, pretty common one in the serial promotion. Nice to get him. And I gotta say, I'm very surprised at the condition of these cards. I mean, obviously they are old cards, so they're not perfect, but they are in very good condition considering. So one very careful previous owner. Next up we have Gazimon, who you don't see much of. I think he's got a card in the current TCG. I'm not sure. We have Elecmon. He's number 61. Very cool. Gotta love Elecmon. Monzemon. Very nice. Everyone's favorite teddy bear. We have Numamon. I've definitely got a pretty beat up serial promotion Numamon, so it's really nice to get this one. Very nice. We have Mamemon. Very cool. Metal Mamemon. Alright. Nice. Ultimate level. Frigimon plus Digivice. Indeed. Tyrannomon. I've always liked Tyrannomon, mostly because of Digimon World. He was the most common one I used to get out of my Agumon back when I didn't know how to play properly. We have Datamon. That's nice. I haven't seen many pictures of Datamon for a while. Very cool. We have Gizamon. Nice, another less talked about Digimon, but one of the originals. We have Raremon. Oh joy, everyone loves Raremon. Oh wait, I just realised what I said. Oh dear. Taskamon, very cool. Some sort of dinosaur. Got a skull and crossbones on his arm. We have Cyclonemon. Yeah, Cyclonemon is a weird one. Falls from Gazimon. We have Dark Tyrannomon. Nice, very nice. That is an awesome looking card. Dark Tyrannomon. We have Floramon. Very cool. Do you like Floramon? We have Mushroomon. Yeah, we certainly do. We have Veedramon. Yeah. Veedramon is one of my favourite Digimon. He's boosted at 83, so we're getting quite far up on these numbers. We have Togemon doing some needle spray. Very cool. Very nice. Kiwimon. Nice. We're getting loads of cards that I never even saw as a kid because I didn't see beyond like the first booster set, and I think these numbers go into the second set. I might be wrong, and I'll correct on screen if I am, but I've not even seen these cards. I didn't even see them in the listing. It was just a big pile of cards. So this is far exceeding my expectations. Got Woodmon. We have Red Vegemon. Very nice. Those big angry eyes. Garudamon, alright. There we go. Yeah, Birdramon plus Kiwimon to DNA Digivolve. Interesting. Blossomon. Big flower with flower arms. We have Deramon, everyone's favourite penguin with a sack on its back. I think it's meant to be like a bush, but I've never quite understood Deramon. Cherrymon. These are all sort of from later in the Digimon Adventure anime, these Digimon. So they all feature around that sort of area. Garbagemon. So this is all with Piedmon and the other Dark Masters when these Digimon started making an entrance. Very nice. We have Phoenixmon. Very cool. So he's boosted number 94. This is very interesting. We have Griffinmon. Alright. I love Griffinmon. You can get Griffinmon in one of the dim cards for the Vital Bracelet. I think it's the Angoramon dim card. So I was thinking of running that after I finish the Renamon Gachapon, which is what I'm currently doing. Very cool. And we have a full green Digivice. So they had Digivices in the starter decks. I think there was a red, yellow, a red and yellow, and a red and green. So it's good to get solid green. That's cool. Then we've got red and yellow here as well. Okay, so maybe it was yellow and green and red and green. Not sure, can't remember. We'll summarize at the end. We'll compare what's in here and what I already own. We have a crest tag, very cool. So hopefully I'll get some crests in this set. Then we have Flood. When confronting an opponent with special ability Dig, add 50 points to your Digimon power. Okay, so you like flood their tunnels. That's really nice. And we have Waterproof. Cool, so you've got Dolphmon, and he's got a Gotsumon riding him, wearing a snorkel. Very nice. Love Dolphmon. So that was pile number 1. Very cool. Let's have a look at pile number 2. So here's pile number 2. Take the Nice, it bands off. So it's possible that this is just going to be duplicates, because we're starting off with a duplicate, but we shall see. Got some more first editions though, so we got another Fly Trap. Although my Fly Trap wasn't a first edition, I don't think. I might be wrong. We got Coral Rip, we've already seen. Kokatorimon. This might just be the duplicates. Yeah, Waymon, Sukamon. Got some Gazimons, Lekmons, Numamons. Yeah, I think this pile is just going to be duplicates of the first pile, which is a bit of a shame, but considering how good the first pile was, I'm certainly not going to complain. Got Mushroomon. I got multiple Veedramons, always nice. Multiple Togemons. Oh, loads of Togemons. A few Kiwimons. Woodmon. I wonder if this person ran these in a deck, because we're getting like a playset of a lot of these cards. Yeah, good Rudamon. Sorry, I just realized I wasn't in the center of the camera. Another Blossommon, Deramon, Garbagemon, Phoenixmon, we've got Griffinmon, and then we've got another Digivice, more crest tags, Flood, and Waterproof, so duplicates of the first pile. So that was really, really nice. I mean, considering I paid about £2.50 altogether when you factor in shipping, this was an awesome purchase. I really love this. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in my folders with my existing cards, and we'll see how my collection of Digi-Battle cards is going. I'm not actively collecting these cards, but I'm just picking them up as I find decent auctions and things like that. So it's going pretty well, considering that that's my way of doing it. So let's go put these in the folders and we will review the cards. Right, here we are with my binder. This is the binder where I keep all of the non-standard cards. So if you've seen my collection videos before, I keep Digimon card game sets in their own coloured Ultra Pro Eclipse binder, and for everything else I keep it into this ring binder here, so I can add pages as and when I see fit. This stuff over here is all Digimon card game stuff. I've got some spare pages just in case, but if I just quickly show you, I've got some cards in here, so when I do my next collection video I'll go through this lot as well, but today we're just talking about the Digi-Battle cards. So I'm using my wide angle lens so that you can see everything in the folder, so please excuse the fourth wall breaking fact that you can see my tripod and some other things in the background. So I've sorted all of the cards into my folder. I had quite a lot actually that I didn't have. Most of them, there's only maybe 3 or 4 that I did already own, but the ones that arrived were in a better condition. So really happy about that. I've also done a little bit of research just to see what these cards were released in the sense of what sets they were in. So I was correct in that there were 2 booster sets that were released in English. There was a 3rd booster set that was only released, I believe, in French, or maybe German? French. So I've seen a video, I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but I have seen a video about that set. So if I can find that, I'll put that in the description for you. But in terms of the English cards, there were 2 booster sets. The first booster set goes up to B054, and then the second booster set goes up to B0108. So I've got 107, which is the waterproof card, so we're pretty much there. So what this guy had was pretty much everything, or a lot of the cards from booster set 2, except for what I believe probably to be the rare cards. So I'm going to try and pick up the rare cards, but I've filled in a lot of blanks. In fact, I didn't even previously have my folder set out with the gaps for the ones I was missing because I only had a few, whereas now it's more like I have more that I do have than I don't have, which is really awesome. So I'll be keeping an eye out in the future for the ones that I'm missing. I'm going to try and keep it economical in terms of price, of course, but we'll see how we get on with that. And if you can hear some background noise, I'm sorry, I have a rabbit who is destroying her cardboard box right now, so you'll have to excuse me for that. Okay, let's crack on. So to begin with, we've got the starter deck. If you know anything about a Digi-Battle card game, you've probably seen the starter deck before. This is it was fairly widely available. I have 2 of them. I have one first edition and one standard unlimited print, so I have the first edition ones in a folder. There were 60 cards in the starter deck. The set number is ST, so if I bring Palmon up, you can see ST-09. That's how you know it was a starter deck. There was only one starter deck for the original run of the Digi-Battle card game, but I think there are multiples of additional versions of the card game, but only one in this style anyway, and that is this one. So I'm not going to spend too much time going over the starter deck cards. If you have played or seen anything about this card game, you've probably seen these cards a million times. These are quite common ones. Got some really cool fan favorites like Angemon, of course, and you've got a Gekomon. I do love Gekomon. Get some holos. So weirdly, it seems as though not all starter sets have the same holos. I don't know if this was my imagination, but I'm fairly sure that as a kid I had a holo Pokemon. I have no idea where that is now. I don't have any of my old cards. These were ones that were gifted to me years down the line, but still really interesting because I got a holo Sableamon and Hercules Kabuterimon, but not Pokemon. So not happened with that. But anyway, that's the starter set. So there are 62 cards in the starter set, 2 of which are not used, and essentially it's a 2 half decks. So they give you one deck there, and then the other deck is there, and you battle against each other. That's how the starter deck worked. I'm not sure if the card game itself had 30 card decks rather, or whether it was 16. This was just for testing, not sure. I know Pokemon has done some similar things in the past. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the starter deck, we're here to talk about the booster cards. So, as I mentioned before, there were the booster set cards, and then there were also serial promotion cards. I've kept them completely separate because they are different set numbers and different quality. The serial promotion cards are very thin cardboard and usually in very poor condition because they were in cereal boxes. So I've kept them separate from here. There are a few serial promotion cards that I have, of which I don't have the booster counterpart, and vice versa. But I've kept them separate just for that. So if we have a look at the first booster set, so booster set 1, I managed to get Ogremon. I already had a Meramon, so that's really cool to get him. With Seadramon, Shogun Gekomon, and Shellmon. Looking over the page, we had Dramojimon, Quagamon, and Mojimon. These were the ones that I unboxed today, but I also had Monochromon, Gatomon, Magnadramon, and Abidramon. I'm missing most of the cards off of this page, interestingly, so maybe that's some rares, I'm not sure. And then we've got Jagamon and a holo Metal Etamon. You see that? That's a really nice holo. These are first edition, most of these. Then we have a Marine Angemon with gold text and a holo Metal Seadramon. Missing a lot of these cards. So this is pretty much where my package cut off. It was from here, there was nothing up until this point here. So you can see why there's lots of gaps. We've got Pumpkinmon up there, Boltmon, and Piedmon, and then this is where my new cards come in. So we have Flytrap and Coral Rip. Then we also had Fly Away, Iron Drill, and Even Steven. I don't believe was in the packet that I got today, but I already had an Even Steven. There's lots of cards missing here. I'm not entirely sure what they are. I've got the set list up here, so I'm just going to have a look. It's just more option cards. Even Steven, Bomb Dive, Digiruption, Depth Charge. Just things that I don't have. So it is what it is. And then we move on to Booster Set 2. So Booster Set 2 is where Machinedramon comes in. So they did have the Machinedramon, which is really awesome. And then we have Cockatorimon. I am over here missing Etamon, who I believe I have the serial promotion card of. We have Waymon, Sukamon, Gazimon, Elecmon, Monzimon, Numamon. So I have all of those, which is really cool. We have Mamemon, Metal Mamemon, Tyrannomon, and Datamon. I am therefore missing Gyromon, Megadramon, and a Digitamamon that I do not have. So that's a bit of a shame. But then we have Gizamon and Raremon. I am then over here missing X-Tyrannomon and Deltamon. Deltamon's really cool, so it's a shame I don't have that one. We have Tuskamon, but we don't have Myotismon or Gatomon, so it's a different Gatomon to boost set 1. We have Cyclonemon and Dark Tyrannomon, and we're missing Metal Greymon. So these are the rares that I'm missing, I believe, because they are silver foil looking at the artwork online, so I believe that would be why I'm missing those cards, but that's kind of fair enough. Then we have Floramon. Moving over the page, got pretty much everything on this page, which is really good. Got Mushroomon, Vidramon, Togemon, Kiwimon, Woodmon, Red Vegemon, and then down here we are missing... where's Red Vegemon? We're missing Aero Vidramon. So that's a shame because I love Aero Vidramon. Then we have Garudamon, Blossomon, Deramon, Cherrymon, Garbagemon, Phoenixmon, Griffinmon, and then we're missing Puppetmon. Again, probably rare. We have the green Digivice and the red and yellow Digivice, and this is what I meant about the starter deck Digivices. They had red, green and yellow, red and green and yellow, and then this is green and red and yellow, so it just kind of finishes off those ones, which is really nice. We have the crest tag, and then we're missing a bunch of cards after the crest tag, which, would you believe, are the crests. So we have Crest of Courage, Crest of Reliability, Sincerity, Friendship. So we're missing all of those ones. This card here is the Black Gears, which I don't have. We've got Flood, missing Meat, we've got Waterproof, and missing Pluck. And that's it for Booster Set 2. So really, we got a really nice filled out collection from that package, which is really awesome. It's a shame it's the rares that are missing, but I'm sure I'll be able to pick those up in later purchases. This is just really awesome. And then over here, just finally before I finish, we've got the serial promotion one. So this is what I was talking about with regards to them being different to the main cards. They're also quite beat up. So if you look at this here, Digimon, it's pretty beat up, but it says up here CP-06. Might be difficult to get out of focus. CP-06. So these are the serial promotion cards. If we talk about ones that I have in serial promotion but not in the main set, Machinedramon, Metal Greymon and Devimon, and I think also Leomon. I don't recall if I had a Leomon. Not sure if it matters. Gessomon, I think I only have as a serial promotion. Metal Seadramon, Mega Seadramon. I do have Machinedramon, but it is a non-holo in the serial promotion. I don't think there were holos in the serials. And then I also have two tamers, Izzy and Mimi. I don't think these were in the booster set. I might be wrong. Perhaps they were released in the French exclusive booster set, which would be a bit of a shame. But anyway, they were definitely in the serial set. So that's everything from the serial promotion. I also just have some random Japanese cards and different oddities in here. Nothing particularly exciting to see. But yeah, so that was a really cool little package. Considering how little I paid for it, it's really nice to fill out this collection. The Digi-Battle cards do hold a special place in my heart because it was the first Digimon card game, for me, in English anyway, and it was a lot of fun as a kid. So really cool to get some more of these cards as an adult. I'm going to be looking to get some more of these, and yeah, enjoying the nostalgia that they provide. So thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate you sticking with me, and of course I'll be back with more videos soon. Take care.